Dogecoin, the king of all memes. It's time to talk about it, guys. This is big. What's happening here behind the scenes is actually really, really big for Dogecoin. And you can't look at these prices today and have that dictate decision making. You got to go deeper. You got to look beyond the prices. And that's what we're going to do in this video, because if you saw my last Dogecoin video, we talked about how many of the Dogecoin whales were buying like crazy when we saw the burst from about 12 cents all the way up to about 22 cents. In that 2-week span where we saw the price increase dramatically, $280 million came in by way of Dogecoin whales. Now, we recently just had another dip, and I want to talk about what's going on, because guess who's accumulating again? You guessed it, Dogecoin whales. Now, this isn't in dollar terms, but they've accumulated another 200 million coins during this little bit of a pullback here as Bitcoin dialed back. Of course, we got the Bitcoin halving. We usually see a dip around this time. And who knows, guys, this could be kind of the final stance here in order to accumulate your favorite altcoins. We might see a little bit more bleeding here as we get closer to the halving. Great time to dollar cost average into your high conviction plays. But as we look at this headline, Dogecoin whales accumulate 200 million coins. What's next? So this happened early this morning, guys. Dogecoin whales appear to have accumulated nearly 200 million Doge. And this has created even more interest around Dogecoin. And I'll tell you guys this, just from my standpoint here. Something is brewing with Dogecoin. We know the richest man in the world, or one of, I don't know if he's number one anymore, but Elon loves it. And it's not just so much for the meme ability or the meme factor. That's a piece of it. But keep in mind, guys, when we look at cryptos in the top 10, there are only two proof of work cryptos. It's Bitcoin and it's Dogecoin. And right now, as the current regulation sits, what is Bitcoin looked at in the United States as? It's looked at as a commodity. Why? Because it's proof of work. And you can only say that about a few cryptos. Dogecoin, Caspa, like those are two that come to mind that are in the top 50. Of course, Doge in the top 10. And if we're looking at Dogecoin from a standpoint of this is something I always try to do. I try to get in the minds of investors. Go beyond the charts. I'm not a super technical person, never will be. I know enough to be dangerous. But I try to kind of psychoanalyze a little bit what's happening. Think about this. How many people last cycle got into Dogecoin but didn't get into Bitcoin? A lot of people. A lot of people got into Dogecoin on Robinhood, right? We're just trying to understand like what's going to happen here, because retail money hasn't come back pouring in. A lot of people have this idea in their head that, hey, I missed Bitcoin. You know, I heard about it in 2016, 2017, didn't act. I missed it. What's next? What else can I invest in? What's a low barrier of entry? What's a low price target? What's something that everybody's getting into, right? A lot of people, this is how they invest. They don't do a lot of research. They just kind of follow the herd, right? And a lot of people followed the herd into Dogecoin last cycle. This cycle, I think it's going to happen again, but I also think Elon's going to give us a reason to own it. And even if it's just X payments, that is a huge use case, right? If we're talking about where X could potentially be and kind of being the everything app, and maybe Dogecoin is the means of transaction there, who knows? And I think there could be something bigger brewing, even more than that. And so I think it's one that is definitely what I'm speculating on. I started buying back at 13 cents, kind of pissed at myself. I didn't start buying at 6 cents. Just kind of stared at it, looked at it. But hey, we're back in the game. I want to have a piece of this, and not financial advice. I feel like everyone should just make Dogecoin a little piece of their portfolio, because there's literally no more fun than when Dogecoin's rocketing and Elon's pumping it up, and now maybe with a use case. I think I want to be a part of that party. You know, I want an invite at that party, and you do that by picking up some Dogecoin. And so that's what I've done here ahead of the cycle. And as you guys can see, the smart money, as we call them, they're doing the same thing. They've been accumulating heavily here over the past couple months, and it's definitely something to keep our eye on. We'll be covering Dogecoin a lot on the channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Don't miss out on any content. And if we head over to the charts before we get up on out of here, guys, we called it on the Dogecoin chart. Our trading indicator, XT Algo, was all over this. And the reason why I started getting in at 13 cents, I'm no genius, just using the tools that I have at my disposal right here. Look at right here, right on this candlestick at 13 cents. It told me, Zach, you might want to get into Dogecoin. This might be a good opportunity. Followed it here on the daily, and we're in there, and we've seen some nice gains since then. So you can have these signals too. If you do sign up today, make sure you use the discount code linked in the description, and it'll be followed up by a thank you page where you'll see me. Probably take you about a half hour. I walk you through how to use it, how to get yourself all ready to go, and it's all automated. So 30-day money back guarantee on that as well. Check out those links down below if you're interested. Appreciate you guys. Bye.